also be mindful of the pastor's wife as well.
I want to hear what you ladies think about this comment from social media that comes from Loretta, and it says, but who does the First Lady vent to? Because you said, I heard you say, Dr. Anderson,
Yes.
you know, you become that sounding board, so to speak, for the pastor if you're the First Lady, but for the First Lady, who does she go to share her concerns, her burdens? I see these looks on this family's faces. My goodness, who wants to answer?
Okay, with me, I know I just can't go to the member of the church, because that's the last thing. They need to know what's going on, especially if I'm going through. You know, I should be able to encourage them, but to have my own friend outside of the church would be the wise thing to do, is to be able to kind of have a relationship like that with a real good friend. So
I think it's a balance. I agree with Lady Razor. It's a balance too. I was going to talk a little bit about that. That as first ladies, you need that community of body, and it's not the parishioners or the congregation. It's a multiple balance. You have your first lady friends that you could connect to on one level, and then there's friends that you have that maybe you had growing up as a young woman. You know, I have different layers of friends. I have friends from high school, well, actually college, first lady friends, and therapist friends. So it's a balance of all of that, but you need that community of family, because there are going to be times that you need to share stuff, that you need to vent out, you need to get a different perspective about certain things. And I would say, to answer that question to the caller, the first place I would go is to God. You know, because I want to lay all of my burdens upon the Lord, because He understands the husband that He gave me that is pastoring the congregation. And then when you need that physical touch of a person, then I would add to go to a really respected friend that's going to feed your spirit man and not your flesh man. Because you can feed your flesh man by yourself.
Now, I know that there are minister coalitions and organizations, but as you ladies are speaking, I'm wondering if there's some sort of outside organizations for pastors' wives, coalitions where women can get together as a support. If not, I think that would be interesting to entertain, because then you have a circle of support of other women who understand some of the issues that you deal with on a regular basis. Did anybody else want to share before I move on to our next question?
Well, I'll make a plug real quick.
Okay.
Archbishop William Hudson III, his ministry does have a symposium for pastors and first ladies. That's every first Monday of the month. You just come and be poured into. You're not judged. He's for Lady Hudson, Pastor Hudson is teaching and mentoring the women, the first ladies, and then Bishop Hudson is minister to the pastors.
It's good information to have. Okay, now this is a thought-provoking question, and I want you all to really be candid with us in your responses to this. Not that you haven't been, but this is a deep one, in my opinion. Some organizations, they ridicule women in ministry, in leadership. There are organizations and religious denominations that do not support women as pastors, and they do not support them as bishops or any other high-level leadership role in the church. And believe it or not, there are women who also support this same stance, where there are women who believe that women should not serve in leadership. They should be evangelists or ministers, but not to be pastors, not to be bishops or any level of leadership. Now, I don't have an opinion either way. I want that to be clear. But I want to give you an opportunity to express, how do you feel about that? Do you think that the role of a woman should stop at the evangelist or minister, or is it profitable for a woman to be a pastor or bishop or any high level of leadership? What do you think?
I believe that it is the call that is upon her life. Paul said that there is neither male nor female, nor Jew nor Greek. In 1 Corinthians it says, nevertheless, in the Lord, woman is not independent of a man, nor is man independent of a woman. For as women came from man, so also man is born of woman. But everything comes from God. So we are all called by God to do the work, and we are a spirit being. So it's not male or female in the spirit. In our flesh it is, but not in the spirit.
Okay. Any other panelists want to share?
Yes, even from Acts 2:17, it said, "It shall come to pass in the last days of God, saying, I will pour out of my spirit on all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams." So he didn't specify that a woman couldn't or wouldn't. So if he said that, so why can't she expand? So I think it's our perspective, our belief, how we see things in life that stagnate or limit us.
Anyone else want to share?
I just kind of took a look at, thought about Deborah